Hey, what's up guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you NCP playoffs. It's going to be the quarterfinals, and this week you're facing off against Trexo. As I was able to get the number 1 seed, I was facing him off against the 8 seed. He took over for John Jr. and has had a pretty good run to get in the playoffs, so definitely an impressive run by him. But honestly, I think I have a pretty good matchup in this game, and I was kind of hoping that this matchup would happen because I think I have a really good chance to win this game. But anyway, if you guys like this content, consider giving a like. Appreciate it. Maybe give a subscription. I appreciate the support everyone gives for sure. So his team, in terms of what I think is most the least likely to come, would be Glastrier, Hatterene, Terrakion, Klefki, Hydreigon, Rotom, Volcanion, Aldino, Lapras, Sandaconda, and Roserade. Definitely a different matchup. We both have different teams compared to when I played JJ earlier on in the season. He had Specshear and Trexo as Glastrier now, so definitely changes. And then I have Nakomo on his team, as well as Quillfish and Manectric. So yeah, I feel like a lot of my offensive pressure looks pretty good in this game. Cinderace just goes in really good, except against the Volcanion. Melmetal looks good, Dragapult looks good, Necrozma looks good offensively, Landers looks good offensively, Quillfish is a pretty decent pivot to a lot of things on the team. So it's just figuring out ways how I think I can lose this game, because I feel like I have a really, really great shot of winning. Glastrier and Trick Room, definitely a big way I could lose this game, especially if it's like 0 Speed IVs and Swords Dance especially. It can be very problematic. It's going to take multiple mons with a combination of Close Combat plus Icicle Crash plus High Horsepower. I can't necessarily run a Berry on my Melmetal. Like, I can't run Chapel because he could kill me with High Horsepower, and I can't run Shucka because then he could kill me with Close Combat. So, and I think all three of those moves are pretty good to have. High Horsepower hitting my Quillfish, Close Combat doing more to Porygon 2, and Icicle Crash just hits everything else in the team. So definitely very problematic, that set. So I have to make sure Trick Room is not as effective in this game. Terrakion can be problematic. I do have defense in Necrozma I brought last time. I could bring it again. Like Bandit Megahorn would be annoying, but even like Dragapult is not the worst answer into Terrakion. So I feel like I have ways around that. But a speed setup Hydreigon can definitely be problematic. If it's like Dragon Dance or Tailwind plus Taunt, that could really do damage against my team. Like Porygon 2 wouldn't be able to Toxic, for example, and going for Ice Beams is not going to be that strong, unless if I'm like download boosted. But I think I like the ability to have Trace this game for like Volcanion Water Absorb or something like that. Or like Hatterene Magic Bounce seems pretty solid too. Aldino Regenerator. So yeah, so I have to make sure that Hydreigon just doesn't win either. You could get Toxic Spikes up with Roserade, I suppose. I have that as least likely come. I don't think he's going to bring that, but probably having removal on the team would be a decent idea, or bringing a Quillfish. But same thing with Spikes. Spikes can definitely be annoying if I don't have a lot of boots on the team, or removal. So again, something to consider. And Hatterene is pretty decent. Melmetal shuts down pretty well, and Cinderace does a lot of damage to it. And Dragapult obviously does as well if it's outside of Trick Room. And I think they're the main ways I could see myself losing this game. So yeah, let's get right into the team. The first Pokemon I brought is Maradona to Cinderace. Choice Bandit, it really wrecks this team. Pyro Ball, Low Kick, U-Turn, and Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is there for having general priority on the team. It's probably going to have if it's like if Tailwind, Hydreigon is an issue or something, I can Sucker Punch it. If it's Scarf Tracheon, I can Sucker Punch it if it's low. Glastrier, if it's under Trick Room, I can Sucker Punch it to do damage. But Pyro Ball plus Low Kick at least 2 KO'd everything on the team except for the Volcanion. High Jump Kick would 2 KO, but I liked that Low Kick was able to kill everything else that Pyro Ball didn't kill, and Low Kick can't miss. So I'm okay with with not being able to 2 KO Volcanion, especially if it's like physically defensive Volcanion. High Jump Kick doesn't even 2 KO it. But if it's like max HP, max special attack AV or something like that, I could see that being a bring. Then Low Kick wouldn't 2 KO, but I have other mons in the team that can handle that pretty well. So not too worried about that. But yeah, Cinderace just punches super big holes through the team. This other mon also punches big holes through the team, which is a Choice Specs Dragapult with a good amount of special defense. Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Fire Blast, and U-Turn. I have not a lot of speed on this. This speed is creeping Tracheon that's at speeding Landorus, because you would really have no reason to run any additional speed on the Tracheon. So I speed that by a couple of points. I don't outspeed max speed Tracheon, which could definitely be a downfall, but if he's Scarf, then I wouldn't outspeed it anyway. And I, again, don't really think he's going to be running all that speed on it. It is nice to run Modest, because I am able to 2 KO max HP Glastrier. With 2 Dracometers, it does 90.7% min, so that's basically a 2 KO. Again, unless if I miss. Or if he's AV. I suppose AV or like a very special defensive set could live 2 Dracometeors. But if he's very special defensive, then he's not Life Orb boosting, so it's not going to be as strong, so I'm okay with that. I don't live 2 Stone Edges from Scarf Track, so I do have to watch out for that, but I do live 1 Scarf Hydreigon Dark Pulse. So if it's Scarf Hydreigon, I do have the option of staying in, take a Dark Pulse, as long as I don't flinch, and as long as I hit with Dracometer, I would kill. So definitely a lot of ifs there, but it could work out. And if it has to work out like that, then I can deal with it. So that is the Dragapult and an Infiltrator for any sub shenanigans. Don't think it's going to happen, but there could be a chance. Next is a Melmetal with a pretty cool set. Some HP, attack, defense, and special defense. Minus speed nature, it's actually 20 IVs in speed. Double Iron Bash, Superpower, Earthquake, and Darkest Lariat with Room Service. So Room Service is more usually of a doubles item, but Room Service lowers your speed by 1 in Trick Room. So I'm guaranteed to be slower than the Glastrier and the Hatterene, unless if either of them are also Room Service. But I would doubt that that would be the case. So 20 IVs is all I needed to outslow everything in Trick Room. And the benefit of that is, I suppose, outside of Trick Room, if I don't have Room Service, I would be outspeeding the Glastrier and the Hatterene, which is fine. Definitely fine outspeeding the Hatterene outside of Trick Room, because I would kill both with Double Iron Bash. Move is super strong. The attack allows me to kill a Hydreigon with a little bit of bulk, so I imagine it being a decent amount of bulk after rocks. And that's with Superpower. Double Iron Bash wouldn't be able to do it, but Superpower would kill the Hydreigon. Darkest Lariat is there for the Rotom. Earthquake is there to hit the Volcanion. It would 2-hit KO it under Trick Room, which would be great. Double Iron Bash hits everything else in the team. I 2-hit KO Sandaconda. Unless if it's max defensive leftovers, but then it's not Rocky Helmet, which is fine. If it is Rocky Helmet, I 2-hit KO, but I would be taking a lot of chip damage, but that's honestly okay. As long as I'm under Trick Room, I shouldn't be taking many hits anyway, so it doesn't necessarily matter how healthy I am, if that makes sense. And his forms of priority are Klefki and Tracheon, so I think I'm fine with Melmetal taking 4 Rocky Helmet hits if I have to, in the worst case scenario. Next Pokemon I have is Darkside, the Necrozma. Weakness Policy said, I'm going to leave with this turn 1, and I feel like I do have a slight chance of sweeping. So this 204 Modest will kill the Glastrier if I'm at +2 special attack with Heat Wave, I believe. I realistically see myself popping this in front of a Scarf Hydreigon, because I think Hydreigon will probably be Scarfed. It could be a setup set. But even a Modest Life Orb Dark Pulse won't kill my Necrozma based on my special defense investment. And because I'm leading with it, I don't have to worry about rocks. I do have to worry about a flinch, which could definitely be a possibility, but that's something I'm willing to risk. And if I lose my Necrozma to like a Hydreigon like that early on, I can still win this game. But it would just be super clutch to have this Necrozma just in the back. But yeah, Autonomize should outspeed everything on the team. Again, unless if it's like a really, really fast Tracheon, like max speed, which I doubt it's going to be, but again, it could be the possibility. I 2-hit KO everything on the team except for like special defensive all to know, but shouldn't do much to me and I do a lot with Photon Guide to return. Hatterene is the more realistic option. I don't OHKO that at +2, but he weighed up a lot of damage. And Lapras, I believe, lives a hit at +2. So they're all the ones that could live a hit. Otherwise, I'm in pretty decent shape. Also, another thing is Adamant. Terrakion does 100% max with a Mega Horn. So unless he gets absolute high roll or if it's choice banded, I should live the hit and can also autonomize on that. He could be quick attack, so something that I might have to risk. It depends. I'm not sure how that scenario would go. It could be a lead Terrakion, so definitely possible. Just hope I don't have to encounter that situation. Next is the Porygon 2. Physical defensive, Trick Room, Teleport, Recover, Tri-Attack. This allows me to live 2 Life Orb Dracos from Hydreigon after Stealth Rock's damage with a little bit of Spadef, and the rest of it is to live like maybe a Glastrier close combat if it's not a Life Orb. Then I take 2 close combats pretty reliably, and I can continuously recover on it if it's in Trick Room. Tracheon has if it gets a max roll with Life Orb, it could kill me. Otherwise, Trachea doesn't kill me with close combat, which probably isn't that useful. I'll probably just go into something else or maybe teleport out or get a Trick Room up so that way my Melmetal can clean up. But that's just something to note. I could live a Tracheon hit. Again, if I had to. Same with Dragapult. Don't want to live a Dark Pulse from the Hydreigon, but I can if I really have to. But Trick Room there is for the Melmetal if I can eliminate the Glastrier ideally. Because I don't want to use my room service unless I absolutely have to. Because Hatterene could just come in the future and click Trick Room again. And then I'm in the same situation with Glastrier, only that my Melmetal doesn't have the room service anymore. So I have to be aware of that. And probably, I might not even click Trick Room this whole game. But it's nice to have the option for Melmetal to maybe sweep late game. But Melmetal's more there to revenge Glastrier and prevent it from sweeping me. Rather than me actually sweeping him with Melmetal. So, last Pokemon I have is Landorus. Kind of a weird set. Spike Stack could definitely be annoying against my team, so I do have Defog to hopefully prevent any Spike Stack shenanigans from happening, especially because I don't have a Grounded Poison, and I don't have Boots on any of my Mons. So a little bit of weird EV spread there. Some HP, defense, special defense, attack, and speed. The speed allows me to outspeed Hydreigon like all the time, unless if it's Scarfed, which is definitely great. And the HP and special defense allows me to live a Tracheon Stone Edge after Rocks, and I also live a Scarfed Draco Meteor from Hydreigon after Rocks. And if both those things happen, it'll put me into Cupstat Berry range, and then I can Earthquake and kill the Tracheon and Superpower and do a lot of damage to Hydreigon, probably like between 70 and 80%. I wouldn't kill, but I'd be doing significant damage to it. So that would definitely be clutch. Stealth Rocks, if I can get chipped throughout the game, would be great. And then Earthquake Superpower hits his team pretty hard. His resist would be nothing. Everything gets hit by Earthquake plus Superpower, so definitely great. Except for the Rotom. Rotom does not, but I have, honestly, all 5 of my other Mons can handle it fine. Even like Porygon 2 doesn't take it on either, but I just teleport or Trick Room into something, so I'm not too worried about Rotom, but I feel like it could definitely come in this match. But yeah, and he also has to fear knockoff anyway, and I would add speed, so I don't think he's going to stay in with Rotom unless it's like a Will-O-Wisp, Colbur Berry, I guess. That could be a possibility. But yeah, anyway, that's my team. Let's get right into this game. Okay, so we're about to start the game against Trexo. Again, as I said in my team builder, Vicannion's kind of annoying against this team, but I don't really see it coming. But Hatterene is annoying, especially if it sets up Trick Room for Glastrier. And if it's Life Orb Sword Stance, it like kills everything. Icicle Crash, Close Combat, Earthquake. Really all that he would need for my team. Rotom is a little bit annoying. It depends on what his Melman answer is going to be. Tracheon could be problematic, but I doubt it. Mainly my 2 ways I think I could lose this game are Trick Room Glastrier, which I have Melmetal for, and then speed boosting plus Taunt Hydreigon. But Porygon 2 should be able to handle that, but we'll see. Yeah, we're going to get right into the game. You always get a little bit of nerves getting into playoffs. Yeah, everything I expected. Volcanion is there. Glastrier, Hydreigon, Tracheon, Roserade, Hatterene, and Volcanion. Yeah, so no Sandaconda. So I don't know what his answer is to Melmetal. I suppose it's Rocky Helmet, Volcanion. Let me get everything set up over here. Okay. Dragapult also looks kind of nice because there's no like Audino, no Klefki. This is kind of crazy. I'm leading with my Necrozma. Even if like Dragapult actually seems like a pretty decent lead. I am Yeah, what is he going to lead with? Rocks Tracheon? Maybe? I think I just set up a Rock Polish turn 1, even if it is. I don't outspeed Tracheon, that's max speed. So definitely a little bit risky there, but I don't think he's going to be max speed. I think he'll be a little bit of speed to outspeed the Landers. Roserade. Another issue here is if this is Sleep Powder. I guess kinda. Could also be Sash, but I'm going to autonomize turn 1. I mean, I guess I threaten him out too. I could be Lum, Psychic move. I was debating between Lum and Weakness Policy. Shoutouts to 6 Foot Hack for giving some input about this team this week. It was actually helpful for once. Literally once. Maybe maybe twice he's been helpful. Not a whole lot, though. Okay, so this already looks like a pretty good start here. Ooh, he's bringing this in. He doesn't know what's coming. Okay, so Necrozma, Hydreigon, level 50. I'm doing 60 to 70%, probably even more, because I don't think it's going to be the amount of bulk that I have here. And even better, if he's a Habanberry, like JJ brought against me, I'll be able to pop that. And there's a 0% chance he outspeeds me. But I definitely want to get out my calc to see how much damage this Hydreigon's doing. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be claiming some lies for sure. I don't think he expected a turn 1 setup. Let's see. Should be doing decent damage. 65%. Yeah, it looks like it's not that bulky. 172 to 49. 172 minus 49. 123. 123. Just modest. Modest Hydreigon. I'm not gonna even. I could go for a Heat Wave here. If I go for Heat Wave and I catch the there's a chance that he might not be able to knock me out with Hatterene. Unless he goes for Moonblast. No, I'm gonna go for Trexo, or Dragon Pulse. If I missed, that would be really bad. He could have switched out to Hatterene there. Expecting me to go for the Dark Pulse again, but that's way too risky. So, one of the 2 ways I figured that he could win the game is dead in about a minute. So, I will definitely take that. Hydreigon is down. Yeah, that opens up my Porygon 2 a lot to bring in my Melmetal. And with room service, should be in decent shape. The Volcanion is still annoying. Yeah, he has to bring out the Hatterene. No reason for me not to go for Heat Wave and get a huge chunk off. I think because I would basically win the game otherwise here. I suppose this probably has Shadow Ball or something to hit me with. Hitting? Okay, I hit. That's great. I'll be able to see. So that's like 80%. Okay, Trick Room. Yeah, I'm definitely okay with this. Trick Room. Hatterene. Is there a switch he can make? I mean, Photon Geyser destroys right here. So, I'm going to go for the Photon Geyser. Okay, Shadow Ball is definitely going to kill. Porygon 2 is an option. So, I mean, I definitely like this exchange I had here. Porygon 2 is an option. And just teleport. Because what does Melmetal do to Volcanion? Level 50. Double Iron Bash into Earthquake isn't going to kill. Yeah, I'm fine going to Porygon too. It's not Life Orb. I don't know how much special attack this Hatterene is. Hatterene gets Focus Blast, right? It doesn't. Okay, so I don't think this does anything to me. So I think I can just teleport. Tri-Attack also is probably a play, but the Glastrier could come out. Okay, I shouldn't do too much to me. So I can go into my Landorus. And then I think I go back to my Porygon 2 and recover up, and then waste a turn to Trick Room. I don't want to reveal the Melmetal just yet. I'd like to get more damage on the Volcanion. It is going to be a little hard to get rocks up because of the Hatterene, so just something to just generally consider. I do a Magic Bounce too, which is kind of cool. Psyshock. Shouldn't be doing too much. I guess a double crit would be unfortunate. 143 down to 98. That's 45 damage from Hatterene. Level 50. 45. So probably modest. Yeah, probably modest Hatterene. Yeah, I just recover up here. Yeah, that's not doing a whole lot. We'll see what he's gonna do now. Trick Room is over. I think I could teleport here. Oh, so he is gonna go for the Trick Room, huh? Yeah, I think at this point I just go into my Melmetal and make sure I get the full effect of the Trick Room. So yeah, I don't see a reason why I wouldn't click Earthquake here. I imagine the Volcanion's going to be pretty specially defensive. Melmetal, Volcanion. If it's physically defensive, it's not going to be able to, if it's physically defensive, it's not going to be able to take me out with any one move. Granted, if it gets a Steam Eruption burn, that'd be quite unfortunate. But if it's like bold max defensive Volcanion, it takes 42 to 51%, so still pretty decent damage. Who's he bringing out? Okay, yeah, he has to bring out the Volcanion. Is Porygon 2 my answer here? Honestly, is there a way he gets up Trick Room later in the game? I really don't think so. So I think I'm fine just going for Earthquake on this. Maybe I could have switched out for the Glastrier, but it's not physically defensive, but it is. Like max, but I will live this hit. It's going to do decent chip. Yep, that is definitely decent chip. And I can go into my Porygon here. I shouldn't be taking a whole lot from no special attack Volcanion. Flamethrower. If he makes the play into a Glastrier, that'd be a pretty cool play. Let's see what he does. So I'm not taking much from a Flamethrower here. $146. Yeah, that's nothing. 43 damage. Info. One more turn of Trick Room left. I think I'm fine just to recover. I could also teleport. Yeah, let's teleport. recovering seems nice. Just to stay at max HP. If I really have to, I can, this is a, oh no, I am faster than the Volcanion. That's right, because I have 0 speed IVs on my Porygon. Let's see how much body press does. Yeah, that's not doing anything. And I am fine going for a tri-attack here. Maybe a Toxic comes out. But I think I'm in pretty decent shape to win this game, because nothing else in the team gets a Trick Room, so I don't think the Glastrier can do much of all. And I'm pretty sure the whole basis of the team was getting Glastrier in under Trick Room. So I feel pretty confident about winning this game. Nothing's definitely over yet. That does 15%. That is absolutely nothing. It has to be Assault Vest. Level 50. Yeah, it's Assault Vest. Okay. AV Glastrier. I could stay in and recover, because it's not going to be doing much damage to me at all. It's doing 46 to 54%, so even like crits, it's not going to matter. High horsepower. Does a crit knock me out here? Crit does 156. I'm fine going for the tri-attack and then continuously recovering after that point. If I can stall it out of PP for a close combat, that would be great. I'm sure he was expecting to switch, I guess, into a Melmetal. But yeah, if I can get a burn, that would be like great. All right, close combat comes off. Yep, 154 down to 60. 154 minus 60 is 94. So no crit. 94. Yeah, and that's just adamant. And I can just continuously recover up here. Could switch into a Tracheon at some point for sure. But I have Lando for the Tracheon. I'm not too worried about that. 156 is the max. Okay. And now he's at -2. Yeah, I'm going to just continuously recover up. It's going to be maybe slightly boring at this point. But like even at a -6 special defense, I don't knock it out with a tri-attack, which is kind of crazy. And if the Tracheon comes out, I suppose my no, I'm gonna definitely go into my Tracheon. I could have sacked off my Melmetal there. It's still decent to take on the a Roserade though. So Hatterene and Volcanion or Hatterene and Hydreigon are down. Volcanion, Roserade, Tracheon, Glastrier. Yeah, I guess like a setup set would be annoying right now. If he was something like that. Like Rock Polish. But I don't think Tracheon knocks me out if it's like Rock Polish. He wouldn't knock out the Porygon 2 anyway, unless if it's Life Orb. Alright, let's see. Goes to the Rock Polish. Swords Dance might be a little problematic. Terrakion. I mean, I kill. So he has to be Sash or has to be Life Orb or something. Shuckaberry, maybe? Oh, he barely lives. Okay. Let's see. Do I lose to this? I do have Sucker Punch. That's fine. So let's see. Oh, I'm banded. Cinderace. Yeah, Sucker Punch kills. Does he kill it +2? He should kill it +2. +2, Stone Edge would kill. Yeah. Could definitely play around me and go for continual rock polishes. We'll see if that's the play. Misses. Well, I could have gone for it there. Ooh, does let me not drop the controller. Does Landorus get into range of a +2? Yeah, let me go into my Landorus. And if he's adamant, close comment will bring me into my Custap range. If it's Jolly, then it won't. But I imagine it's probably going to be adamant. Oh, that's just right outside. 57. 165, 57 is 108. So he's not adamant. Jolly. No, he's not even max attack. Okay, well. What am I thinking here? Let me see. Might be problematic here. Stone Edge would knock out my Dragapult at +2. And he'll add speed. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I will. No, I think it's probably better to sack off the Dragapult here. Or not the Dragapult, the Melmetal. Okay, so that is knocked out. It's gonna be close, and definitely EV'd to live that Earthquake, I imagine. Though I am not max attack, so it looks like it would have been close. If I had Faint, that would have been great. But I think I'm still in okay shape. I'm suckering here. I'm not gonna go for the Mind Games so I auto lose. At worst, I could have Mind Games in the future. Like, I can go for Sucker Punches, a couple of them, sack off something else, bring this back in, and then there's a threat of me just attacking as he goes for Rock Polishes. Okay, or I just knock him out. Okay. Crisis averted. Oh boy. Almost lost that game. But should be in fine shape now. Yeah. Definitely close there. Yeah, I don't know. I think he definitely should have Rock Polished there. I think he definitely should have seen that coming. I go into my Porygon too. I could even go into Dragapult. It shouldn't be able to do anything to Dragapult. Maybe Dark Pulse, but I believe it gets Dark Pulse. But I can just continuously recover up on this. It's the Volcania and Rose rating last year. So this can't really do anything. I'm going to recover up, and then I can go into Dragapult. Yeah, Body Press isn't going to do anything. Yeah, let me get to max HP, and then at that point I can switch out to Dragapult. And then I think I should have this game won. So just a couple recovers here. Might look a little bit slow. Dragapult gets a kill here. I'm not going to worry about 2 HP. Volcanion, Dragapult, Draco Meteor kills, Shadow Ball kills, unless he has some Spadef, which I don't think he does. Body Press isn't going to do anything. Yeah, definitely a lot closer of a game than I wanted it to be. I'm not too happy about this performance, but it is what it is. Oh wow, it is a little bit more special defense than I imagined. Maybe it's even AV and not Rocky Helmet. That could be a possibility. Yep, I'll just Shadow Ball. Probably switch out. Yeah, I'll switch out of the Dragapult to probably the Landers, if I'm assuming the Glass Shear comes out, because it's Assault Vest, can live any hit. I'll die with the Landers, then bring in the Porygon 2 and try it. Oh, I just bring in my my Cinderace and win, so that's fine. Roserade comes out. I'm gonna just go for Shadow Balls. Got some specs I could break a sub. It could be like Scarf Shadow Ball or something. Scarf Dazzling Gleam. Okay, it is Scarf Shadow Ball. Yeah, that's fine. And I live the hit, which is great. Special defense drop. Shouldn't matter. I mean, I'm not going to kill with Shadow Ball. Roserade is fairly special defensive bulky, but it should do a decent chunk. No reason for me to not go into my Porygon here. Because if the Glass Shear comes out, I'm fine with that. Natural Cure. I'll teleport out here. He might just stay in with the Roserade and attack it, but I can always just bring in my my Porygon 2 after the fact. But he is going to switch out and go into the Assault Vest Glass Shear. I'm very happy that it wasn't Life Orb, because that definitely would have been a little bit more problematic for my Porygon than Assault Vest. But Maradona comes out. Do I kill Glass Shear with Low Kick? Level 50. I should. So I'm gonna go for Low Kick. And just not miss. Okay, great. Because if Pyro Ball missed, we went for high horsepower. That would have been a little bit annoying. I could have just U-turned there and gone into my Landers as well. That would have been fine. But I switched this out and sack off the Dragapult. The Dragapult isn't doing anything any much at this point just because Roserade Scarfed. Yep, so we'll sack that off. Porygon should win the game. Landers might win the game. Just like Roserade kill me with a crit. Modest. Choice Scarf. Crit onto my Cinderace. It would kill, but my Sucker Punch would kill. Yes, I'm gonna just go for that. Would have been nice to show off the Landorus tech. I guess I could. But I'm just go for the Sucker Punch and make sure I get the win. I'll try to keep the differential, not that it matters. But good game, Trexo. The Tracheon definitely brought it closer than I thought it was going to be this game. I thought I was going to be able to get a pretty big win here. But you definitely made it competitive for sure. So good game, and congrats to making playoffs. You had like a slower start, but able to finish definitely strong. So very impressive work there. But we do make it to the next round where we face off against either OG Albino or 6-Foot Hacks, depending who's going to win that game. That's going to be a fun watch. Definitely make sure you check out their game, and make sure you check out Trexo again. Good game, and yeah, we're on to the semis. Got to keep the Wi-Fi streak going. Yeah, until next time. Later, guys.